Hello, this is the Lord's Legion and welcome to a very interesting countdown. And I know this is a little out of place in comparison to what I normally do, but this is a countdown that I've been wanting to do for quite a long time now. And since I've already done the top 10 little T-bars of all time, I figured why not just do a tribute for the king of BGMedia and Blackpool's greatest, Afghan Dan. And seeing as how Danny Martain himself has released a bunch of tracks over the years, I thought, you know what, let's do a top 10 list on Afghan Dan's greatest tracks. And before we get started, I'm not going to include any of the freestyles that he has ever done because I'm mostly going to be focusing on actual tracks. And sadly, Good Girl isn't going to be on this list because I personally haven't heard it yet. So without further ado, let's begin with the list.
I'm the Wi-Fi thief, but what's your passcode, G? Yo, put your download speeds. What? I'm the Wi-Fi thief. I'm the Wi-Fi thief. I'm the Wi-Fi thief. I don't want to see anybody in the gaff get burnt. I just want your Wi-Fi.
So kicking off the list, we have a very recent track coming from Afghan Dan himself, which is of course Wi-Fi Thief. And can you really name any other rapper that has made a track in relation to Wi-Fi and would go to any lengths into stealing everyone's Wi-Fi? Because as far as I'm concerned, Danny Martain's the very first person who has ever made a track about stealing people's Wi-Fi. And to me, Afghan Dan is the type of person that actually makes this strange concept work. Because not only does this track show this strange personality of Afghan Dan, but also shows his creativity when it comes down to making tracks. And plus his delivery of his lyrics are very solid. And this track just shows that no matter what silly concept you have, you can always pull it off if given the right material.
Shit's fiber optic, no password, my man thought he locked it. Man saw I was on his Wi-Fi, went sick and I swear down, man nearly lost it. Tap check out the diagnostic, I speed, it's gonna be hard to top this. Everyone's sleeping, I picked up the router, ran out the door when I nearly dropped it. It's not right. Or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. If you're here not knocking, you got that stock, then you better give it all to me. Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. If you're here not knocking, you got that stock, then you better give it all to me.
Now to me, Trick or Treat is really the song that perfectly captures Afghan Dan's personality. And he really let himself go on this track, which is actually such a pleasant surprise, given the fact that this is his Halloween track. And despite how this track is purely about trick or treating, it still has the right amount of hook. And although none of the lyrics are really as deep as some of his other songs that he has ever released, it's his insane delivery that makes this track memorable. And if there was any scene within the heist movie, I would gladly replace any song with this, because this is such a catchy track.
What's that? Give me that. Tell my man he best fill up the bag. If not, you won't be in your gap. Cause I'll go mad, yeah I'll go sick. Like soft mask on, I'll just switch. It's that time of the year, I'm a busy guy and I wanna see that shit. It's not a thing in Blackpool. Man, don't let me roll deep up in Blackpool. Yeah, I'm on the tour, it's like that's cool. But man, I've never been down Blackpool. Yes, mad, it's mental, Bispham, Central. Yeah, I'm on the tour, it's like that's cool. But man, I've never, hey. It's not a thing in Blackpool. Man, don't let me roll deep up in Blackpool. Yeah, I'm on the tour, it's like that's cool. But man, I've never been down Blackpool. Yes, mad, it's mental, Bispham, Central. Yeah, I'm on the tour, it's like that's cool. But man, I've never.
Now it's no secret that Afghan Dan is very proud to be part of Blackpool, and he is very passionate about his city. And this track in relation to Blackpool perfectly represents his passion towards Blackpool. Because you see, Blackpool does have this negative reputation and is often seen as a shithole. However, Afghan Dan sees Blackpool in a positive light. And although many people do see Blackpool as a shithole, Afghan Dan does see the positives in the whole city, and how Blackpool is a huge part of his life, which to me paints a pretty good image about Blackpool and how the city isn't all doom and gloom. And to me, the lyrics really work in this track as it does paint Blackpool in a completely different and positive light.
Send it for me, that's long. Ask me to jump on the feet, that's long. Try book me for a show without the right beat. Trust me, family, that's long. That check out the beat, that's long. Collaborating with any whack MC, that's take me for a neat, that's long. Check out my cheese, check out my slong, that's long. Jesus, bear man try send it for me, cause ain't no Danny Martain's hot topic. But I'm an artist, not an MC, I make music, dickhead, now please just stop it. Afghan Dan's on top, sitting in the top spot, can't get knocked off it. Man, I'm that well, why's he on BG? Cause when I spit a 16, make profit.
Now it's no secret that Afghan Dan did have a rise in popularity thanks to BGMedia in 2016. And because of his fame as one of the best on BG, Afghan has achieved things beyond making just videos on BGMedia. And in this track, he is allowing himself to show off his ego, which is very well deserved given what he has accomplished over the last year alone, seeing as how many consider him to be Blackpool's finest, to which he would gladly boast about this position, while at the same time giving his competition such as Dyl B the middle finger. And despite the lyrics, his flow is really on point in this track, and the overall beat in this song is very hard hitting, and overall Don't Chat Shit is a very solid track.
Blah blah blah, don't chat shit. Hey yo, pussy yo, don't chat shit. I don't wanna hear no more. Saying a bit, mate, yeah, making me snore. Too many man thinking they're active, they must be distracted. If you're in the shit place, try to do something about it. Married to the road, I doubt it. It's your ring, who's that? Where'd you get my number? Where'd you get that? Hello, hello, ring, who's that? How do you know me? Where'd you get that? Hello, hello, ring, who's that? Tell me where you what, fam? Where'd you get that? Yeah, my phone goes ring, 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 ring.
RingRing is another example of how Afghan Dan could be both insane yet at the same time lyrically creative. Much like Wi-Fi Thief, RingRing is essentially just about people always ringing and texting him all the time. And the overall lyrics in this track really works, as all the bars are very relevant when it comes down to phones. And the overall flow and delivery in this track is probably Afghan at his best, as he really flows well with the overall beat, while at the same time showing off his bizarre persona. RingRing is a fan favourite amongst people who really like Afghan Dan, and this track seems to be Danny Martain's personal favourite track. And there is a clear reason as to why people claim this to be a classic.
I kill you, swear down it's driving me crazy. What's wrong with sending a text, you absolute pest? Stop being so lazy, just save your minutes, or better yet save your text. Just walk out to the back garden, face the wall and bang your head. Them man think Dyl B's hard, but I don't think Dyl B is. Cause I run up in Dyl B's yard and end up beating that Dyl B sis, yo. Them man think Dyl B's hard, but I don't think Dyl B is. Cause I run up in Dyl B's yard and end up beating that Dyl B sis. Yeah.
Now this diss track is considered to be a classic, which is mostly thanks to his ongoing feud between himself and Dyl B, both of which had a long-lasting rivalry. Now Afghan's track Dyl B is really special because not only does it have the bizarre nature of his traditional Afghan Dan song, but he also has some pretty savage disses towards Dyl B at the same time, having a perfect balance between a traditional diss track as well as an Afghan Dan song. And with this beat as well as Afghan Dan's delivery in this entire track, you can clearly tell that he really doesn't care about Dyl B. And in this diss track you can clearly tell that he's just doing this for laughs.
Bam, that bam, let's talk about your nan. That dirty wrinkly bitch was touching you when you was in a pram, and it all got caught on cam. Then she got robbed by Caliman Sam, but that's in the paper, I'll talk about that later, don't watch that fam. Dyl B's dead, everybody hashtag Dyl B's dead. Remember this bar that I said, I shagged his sister. And what lad? Talk about mine, talk about yours. Lie about my mum, laugh about yours. I be the guy he wishes he was like JK, I'ma start spinning his stuff lad.
Now Afghan's first diss track Dyl B was mostly for laughs, while his underrated second diss track Dyl B's Dead is really the diss track that destroyed Dyl B's career for a very long time, as Dyl B didn't make a comeback until months later. And to me Dyl B's Dead is a brilliant contrast in comparison to his previous diss track Dyl B, because unlike the previous diss track, this one is the one that really hits hard. And here Afghan Dan isn't showing any mercy, as he puts his whole A game into this track. With his savage disses, a spot on flow, and even a hard hitting beat, this is really the best diss track that Afghan Dan has ever released. And as a final nail to the coffin, he boasts about his ego ever so more, and that no matter what, Dyl B can never reach to the same success as Afghan Dan, and to be honest, he's really not wrong.
Afghans known in the bits. These little crackhead dudes try sending for me, but Afghans way too cold for the kids. Afghans way too cold for the kids. Now man's getting over the piss, cause Afghan Dan's getting over the big. Everybody wanna know me, lad. Hashtag team Afghan, you know what it is. Ow, check this. Yes. All the talk is gas. I don't wanna hear no gas. Ring ring on the phone, it's just gas, gas, gas. All the talk is gas. I don't wanna hear no gas. Ring ring on the phone, it's just gas, gas, gas.
Now at face value, this is probably the most different Afghan Dan track ever made, as unlike most other tracks, Gas is relatively slower, and unlike other tracks, this one tells a completely personal story. And to me, this track proves that Afghan Dan can do so well even out of his element, as in this track, Danny Martain does reflect a lot on his past and how he's came so far. And despite all the struggles that he came up against, he came out to the other side, and is really making something out of his life. To me, Gas is a really inspirational motivational track because he's pretty much telling all the kids that no matter how hard things can get, you can always achieve something in life, and that there's always going to be light at the end of the tunnel, easily making it Afghan Dan's most personal track.
Afghan Dan, I am the captain. I'm a madman, not a bad man, never have been. Got graft, but I'm not grafting. Unless I'm in town, half 6 mingos on a Monday and I'm skanking. The man are acting, not lasting. The reason Blackpool does grime. What you mean, dickhead? Fuck off, what you talking about? Check them, man. Turn up to the show like, pull up on your block like, skirt, skirt. Turn up to the show like, pull up on your block like, skirt, skirt. Turn up to the show like, pull up on your block like, skirt, skirt. Turn up to the show like that. Turn up to the show like. Yo.
Now, if there's any energetic Afghan Dan track, then nothing compares to Turn Up featuring MC Smally, as both Danny Martain and Smallz make a fantastic duo, and perfectly complement each other in this track, as Afghan Dan is yet again showing off his ego. However, it's the overall lyrics and his brilliant flow that really makes this song all the more memorable, and even the beat in Turn Up is extremely catchy, and perfectly captures the craziness of both Afghan Dan and Smallz, and honestly I would love to see Afghan Dan collaborate with MC Smally once again.
Say that I'm licking up shots. I ain't talking about no walk to the shops. If I was, I'd say put it in your boxes. Don't go stashing no nuts in your socks. But what I mean is, if you're gonna mention my name in the vid, then you're getting tested up. Yeah, I used to be shit, but I stepped up. Afghan Dan's got my step rough. Get back in his box. Tic Tac better get back in his box. Tic Tac better be getting off back to his box. If not, Mr. Tic Tac get back in his box. Tic Tac better get back in his box. Tic Tac better be getting off back to his box. If not, Mr. Tic Tac get back in his box. Tic Tac better get back in his box. Tic Tac better be getting off back to his box. If not, Mr. Tic Tac get back in his box. Tic Tac better get back in his box. Tic Tac better be getting off back to his box. If not, Mr. Tic Tac
And when you think of a certain Afghan Dan track, the first one that comes to mind is Tic Tac Business, and for pretty good reason, because this is the definitive track from Blackpool's greatest, and because of his feud with Callum's Corner, Danny Martain created a masterpiece which ultimately kickstarted his career. And although Afghan Dan has been around for a very long time, Tic Tac Business was really the song that defined Afghan Dan, and this is all thanks to the catchy beat as well as the savage delivery of some of his bars, and to me no other Afghan Dan track represents his persona as well as Tic Tac Business. And thanks to this classic track, Afghan Dan quickly rises to the very top of BGmedia. And for all these reasons, this is why Tic Tac Business is my personal favourite Afghan Dan track of all time.
And what's this? A Tic Tac taking a pure piss. This ain't as good as a packet of Space Raiders, but fuck it. Watch how I eat this pick. Nah, I don't wanna hear no more. You look like a pedo, fam. I heard that you got caught in the kids' pool wearing a Speedo, fam. That's madness. Tell me, what was going on through your head? Did you, when you think you would be allowed to be dressed up like the dickhead? No, that's just sick. Caution, children, please stay away from this stiff. You ain't even worth no more, that's it. Go home, Tic Tac, you've been squished.
So are you a fan of Afghan Dan and BGmedia in general? And also, what is your personal favourite Afghan Dan track? Comment below and share some thoughts. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Big up Afghan Dan, big up BGmedia, big up Jack Wilkinson on the cam. Take care and have a good one.